Alright, we're rolling whenever you're ready.
Good?
Good.
Alright. Recording?
Yep.
Yay! Alright. Hello. I'm here with Elaine Foster and I've just seen the amazing Boots show that she does with a couple other local poets here. I'm going to ask her a few questions as well. And first, warm-up question. If spoken word was a robot, what would be its ultimate weapon?
Its voice.
Voice like a piercing.
It would be a booming, foghorn, angry voice.
Awesome.
Like
All right.
mine.
How would you describe your poetry style if it was a form of kung fu?
Damn. Form of kung fu. Oh. I don't really know forms of kung fu.
You could have tiger style or like dragon style or something else.
I think it's maybe like a snake in the grass. And then it raises its head, it's like a cobra. It bites you in the ass. I don't know, man.
Okay, tell me a little bit about what makes this spoken word community here in KL so vibrant.
What makes it vibrant is, I think, the diversity of styles. I guess we look at spoken word or that we see traditionally on YouTube, and there's like a very samey voice. Well, that's what I've seen anyway. And I think that the voices and the styles here are very varied and very diverse. And of course, the mixture of languages as well. And of course, the politics. It's harder to say things here, and so when you say it, it's a much bigger deal. It becomes more meaningful instantly. And I think that's what makes it quite a powerful scene.
Beautiful. What would be a lofty dream? No barriers against it, anything. Like the loftiest dream that you would like to see achieved in spoken word here.
I would like to see spoken word being taught in schools. I am teaching already. It's just me, and I'd like more poetry education in schools. I'd like the ministry to get involved, get into the rural schools, and just bring poetry. That would be the thing for me.
All right. And what are the benefits of international poets connecting?
Collaborations are always, for me, more fun, and it's a process. I think when you do exchanges with international poets, especially, the cultural exchange that happens and also the creative process. It's always great to have a poem and a show at the end, but the conversations that you have about art, about writing, about politics, about culture, those I think are really the things that make you grow, and that's what I live for. I really enjoy it.
And Boots is one of how many collaborative projects have you done?
Actually a few. I'm kind of I guess I don't feel like I can stand on my own, so I drag other people along, create ensemble poetry. The first show I did was called Seronok, which I would love to bring to Queensland Poetry Festival. Seronok is the Malay word for happy, like awesome happy, but in Indonesian it means slut and horny. So one of the poets was an Indonesian girl, so there was 4 of us, and we played with these ideas of the differences between Malaysia and Indonesia, and there's an obvious historical rivalry there. So we did an ensemble about that, and it was based on the sarong. So like the American quilt weaving together your life, well, the local one is the sarong, so we kind of use that as our motif. I recently did a spoken word cabaret. It's called Tang Tai. They're all basically, there were 7 solo pieces, but they had a cabaret circus theme, so sexuality, all that kind of, there was a little bit more movement, a little bit more dance, a little bit more performative, even on the burlesque perhaps. Boots is actually half of a whole show that we collaborated with Singapore. There are 4 Singapore poets, and it was called She Walks Like a Free Country. But we couldn't get the Singaporeans over, so we segmented it, and so we just kept our Malaysian show. But the whole show is us and them, and then in between we merge. Singapore and Malaysia have history as well, and there's a bridge, it's metaphors with bridges and falling down and divorce and all that kind of stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a really cool show.
Prolific.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
If it means that we get more of this amazing collaborative work out of you, then please continue, and hopefully we can get you.
Please
QBF.
invite me there. I want to go. It's like that's my next step. That's my next big thing.
my final question. If you discovered you have an evil twin, how would really?
It's in here.
How would you defeat it?
With kindness and patience and tolerance.
You just disintegrate into nothingness like sand.
Yeah. It's like you take the fire out of the beast. You just-
Thank you, Elaine Foster, so much.
Thank you,
for
Scott.
having me here and for this little interview.
It's been awesome. The 5 minutes that I saw you perform, head exploded. Thank you so much for coming. Please come.
Thanks.
Cool. Thank you.